What's up everybody, welcome to part 4 of The Forgotten City. This is going to be the very last video that I upload of this game, so hopefully you've liked it so far. If you want to see more of it, I'm going to be doing some achievement hunting on Twitch. Go follow me at Unguided, but until then, let's get into this episode. So after talking to this guy, basically, the reason he's still here is he's been living here for years, and that's how he's escaped being turned to gold, because he has basically tricked the gods into thinking he's dead. So he lives down here so he doesn't get turned into gold. Also, he's the reason all of that food at Georgius's shrine goes missing, because he goes up there and eats it. Anywho, he gave us that key, and now he wants me to go find Kabash, which is... I'm not looking forward to be honest. Don't really know... Wait, is this the way I came? What the heck? Oh, I see. Bathtub. That's an interesting bathtub. Oh wait, which has been converted into a bed. Okay, here we go, into the catacombs. Yeah, I have a feeling, just based on this alone, that I might need my bow here. Yep, skeletons, mummies. Okay, and he said Kabash is gonna be not too friendly, so that's another reason why I think I need the bow. Gonna jump scare me, isn't he? Something's gonna happen, man. I'm just expecting it. Just expecting to get frickin' frightened. Okay, we're starting to get to the statues. I mean, I guess they're not gonna be peeled, right? Because Homegirl's not... Oh, wait, what the... What is that? Oh, it is a peeled statue. Plop. Oh, that went way over his head. There you go. Okay, yeah, so we are expecting peeled statues. That's actually good to know, just because now I know not to let my frickin' guard down. Egyptian board game. Seems to be locked from the other side. Wait, is that an actual statue? Yep, I believe that's an actual statue. God, I'm fucking scared. Okay, let's go. Dude, my skin is just crawling with goosebumps right now. Okay, I see a peeled statue over there in the distance. I want to know how all the peeled statues got down here. If Navia is up in the tower, God, there's so many places these things could fucking be coming from. Slow but steady. Slow but steady. I do not like how it got dark, and I do not like that you were standing there waiting to ambush me. Not a fan. I can't tell if that's one up there or not, but I know this is one, so I'm gonna take this guy out first. Got him? Nope, definitely did not. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. It did hit me though. Whew. Okay. Fuck you. Let's see if we can actually get some light real quick. Uh-huh. Yeah, I want to know how there's peeled statues down here. If, was Navia not the first person to do the peeling? Because this is all like, nobody even knows this is down here, right? Like, so this has to be like, somebody must have done this like a long time ago. Okay, I'm gonna explore, hopefully not die. I'll let you know what I find. Honestly, not much. There was not really shit over there. Come on. Thank you. Okay, that one I killed. Okay, I killed these two. They didn't even turn gold. I just straight up killed them. Something's... Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting to something. Fortunately, these guys are gold. Oh, is this homeboy right here? Hello.
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you?
I'm Unguided. Who are you?
I am Kabash. And let me guess, another Greco-Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors,
Do I look Greek or Roman to you?
Trousers, boots, curious here. No, I suppose you do not. Then what do you want?
I'm just looking for an Egyptian plaque, that's all.
To what end?
I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greco-Roman, are you?
Nope.
I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it, and restore the honor of Osiris.
Hell yeah. Take. Thanks.
Now, as for the other plaque.
The fourth plaque? You know about that?
Indeed, I have it right here.
All right, long story short, he has the fourth plaque, but he wants to destroy it. He refused to give it to me. I tried getting it from him. He said no a bajillion times. The plaque offends him because it's not Egyptian, and apparently only the Egyptians are right when it comes to gods and stuff, and he ended up throwing it down that huge hole he's standing in front of, and now I have to go retrieve it. Definitely.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
I don't have a fucking choice now because you wouldn't give me the goddamn plaque. This all could have been avoided, but I'm gonna have to go down there, and I will find a way back up.
We shall see.
Yeah, you will. I do not like this one bit.
You are still here.
Yeah, of course I am, because I'm praying, okay? Making sure I don't frickin' die. I guess it's fucking now or never, huh? Alright, now what fucking horrors await me? Well, I got all the plaques, which is nice. I just gotta get my happy ass out of here without dying. Oh no, she's pointing at something in there. That scares me. Okay, well, I guess whatever the heck she's pointing at is the way out. Hopefully that's what she's pointing at. Hopefully she's like, I know somebody's gonna come down here in the future and I'm gonna show them exactly where to go to get out of here. Hopefully it's not pointing at anything dangerous or spooky. Ancient stone tablet. Stranger, heed the final words. We did our best to live as the gods commanded. Okay, I'm not gonna read all that, but I'm gonna take it with me. God, I am just, that does not look good. This looks scary. Seems to be a pressure plate. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not trying to find out what kind of pressure plate it is though. Nice, okay, maybe there's nothing to fear down here. Oh, that rhymed. Wow, another pressure plate. That's nice. We got through all that without having to step on spiky stuff. Don't have to go that way. Okay. This is easy. Oh.
When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction.
Ah,
that
fuck.
was a promise.
God damn it.
You will die here.
There's no need for this to end in violence.
I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true god of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed?
Just hear me out.
Very well, I will listen.
Thank you.
If I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy?
If something can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth.
Then you admit it. You wish to destroy the
Shit.
sacred beliefs
That's what I was
of my
afraid of.
people. I will not allow this.
Isn't being a good person a worthwhile pursuit in and of itself?
I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
Even if your beliefs about the afterlife were quite accurate, isn't the important thing they motivate you to live good lives? I don't know if I said that right, but it sounds wrong to me, but that's all I got.
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Are you going to abandon a lifetime of good character now that it matters most just because you found out you were misled?
You are persuasive.
Yeah, I'm told
Very
that.
well. I will let you live.
Thank
and
God.
you may do what you will with that plaque. I will remain here for a while and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my people's beliefs. Go.
Where the fuck were you even at? Were you up here? If I step on that, you think it's gonna drop like a boulder on him and crush him? Probably, right? Do I want to find out? Yes. Yes, I do. Am I going to? Nah. This guy just let me live. I'm not gonna ruin the opportunity, you know what I mean? All right. Hell yeah. We got all 4 plaques. And we didn't really get jumped by mummies. A couple of skeletal gold statues, but no mummies. Nice. All right, now we just gotta go return all the plaques to the obelisk. That's how we're going to confront the creator of the Golden Rule. Do a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. Well, let's see what happens, huh? Yes, it's glowing. Now what? Oh my God. Okay, it opened the doors to this temple. These are gonna close behind me, aren't they? No, they're not. Nice. But let's see. Speak his name. Let's see what this leads to. Oh my God. Hades, Nurgle. I don't even know what that is. Nurgle, I don't know who that is. Osiris or Pluto. Fuck, let's say Pluto. Pluto, father of riches, grant me audience. Hello? Monsieur Pluto? Okay. Great temple door, speak. I'm confused. Oh, maybe I have to do it in order? So Pluto is the most recent, then okay. Okay, so Nurgle must be the very first one. So let's say Hades. Am I gonna die in here? What is going on? Why are there so many doors I need to speak to? Osiris. Hello? Yeah, you said that already. But how close am I really? And Nurgle, I guess. Oh, hello? What is this? Oh, am I in heaven now? Or I'm lost. What is happening? Oh my God. It is fucking gorgeous in here. The earth? What is happening? This is like so completely, this is like a whole ass new game. What the fuck is happening? We meet at last. Oh, there's a girl, death, and somebody sitting on a throne.
And here you are, Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks.
Got it.
And Pluto to the Romans.
All the same
But
guy.
the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld.
Okay,
And
noted.
I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You're unlike the others, aren't you?
Well, I mean,
What
if it
is
got me
more,
here.
You carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so brazenly.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate
There will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity. Ask what you will.
it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm curious about these two things as well. May I see your true form?
Long ago, I swore to Proserpina that I would remain in this form for as long as we remained among your kind. I must honor that.
I respect that. Speaking of women, who is the woman on your left?
This is my beloved. Like me, she has been known by many names. Ereshkigal to the Sumerians, Isis to the Egyptians, Persephone to the Greeks, and Proserpina to the Romans. Or perhaps you might know her as the goddess of springtime, the cycle of life and renewal.
Okay, noted. Noted.
Your gaze lingers too long.
Sorry, my bad. My bad. I was just admiring the crown on her head with all the bones. It's very, very nicely forged. I'm sure that was your handiwork. Anyway, I'm curious on what the thing is on your right is.
That is my servant. You would have met by the river, though she wears many faces and goes by many names. Kumutubal to the Sumerians, Kirti to the Egyptians, Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans. Her role is to ferry souls between the mortal world and this one, and to make their transition as seamless as possible. For that, she earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your questions.
What is this
It
place?
has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists because of a wager I made long ago.
What was that wager?
That is a long story, one that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day. You see, long ago my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium to search for other forms of life. We discovered your planet and witnessed your kind evolving from primates into something lawless and barbaric. Yet Proserpina saw raw potential in you, so we revealed ourselves to your people. We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law, and you called us gods. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon you returned to your old ways of violence and ignorance, this time in our name. My kin had seen enough, and gave up on your kind. But my Proserpina could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice. She gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from claiming her. And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father to bring her with us to Elysium. He proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium.
Interesting.
My part would be to remain behind, to watch over you. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in me, so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time, still waiting.
I mean, I don't know. These guys are 7 months in, and I just happen to have, made it to where they got a new magistrate, so they might go another 7 months. So I think your year's coming up real soon, buddy. Are you responsible for the Golden Rule? I feel like this is very important, so we're gonna listen together.
That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing.
Why turn people into gold?
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. The self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate, and many women were vying to become his wife. 2 were particularly ambitious. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry fashioned from gold. The second woman grew envious. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold. And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was watching, and I decided to answer her prayer, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. But that was not enough. The entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all to make way for a new wave, and began the wager again. And to this day, each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved, so they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity. Silent golden sentinels.
Now, I know that was long, but it was very important, so I'm leaving it in, all right? It's very important to know why he turns everybody gold. That's the whole game, all right? So I hope you enjoyed that little tale that the god of the underworld just told us. All right, now I'm going to go through everything.
I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not?
Yeah. See, and I feel like if he's gonna know if I lie, right? Like if I say this. I do agree with everything he just said. That is very interesting to know his perception on what's good and what's wrong. And I do agree with it. But I'm gonna say it doesn't seem like you've been upholding it either. It might be the wrong thing to say. That might be, pushing him to kill me, but we'll see what happens.
Enough. You clearly know nothing.
Oh, really? How do you know when people sin?
I'm able to commune with all of the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes.
Is Persephina? I still don't know how to say her name. Connected to the statues in the same way?
If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask?
Noted. No reason.
Then
Just
what
curious.
an odd question. Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations, or are you going to give me an example? I have seen no such thing, but in any case, taking one's own life is a self-directed act. It is not one that is done to others, however they may be affected by it. Therefore, it cannot be said that one who commits suicide has done anything unto others.
Dude, all this is just so important for the storyline. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm gonna keep all this in, at least this last bit, because it's just so important based on the last 2 videos we've done. So hopefully you're a story person, because that's exactly what this is. So I guess I'm gonna start narrating again. That seems like a extremely literal interpretation of the rule.
Applying this rule always requires us to interpret the meaning of the words. A literal interpretation helps to minimize the ambiguities of your primitive language.
If our language is full of ambiguity, ambiguity. If our language is full of ambiguity, doesn't that make the rule inherently subjective and unreliable?
Supposing you're right,
I am.
and my law has been broken.
It
I
has.
should turn you all to gold immediately.
No.
Is that what you want?
Nope, definitely not. No, of course not. I'm right and you know it, motherfucker. Of course, no, of course not. Never mind. God. I don't know. What do I do? I don't even know what to do. Like, I don't want to anger him, right? I don't want to get turned into gold. I don't want to fail. I've come this far, right? But no, of course not. Never mind.
Now tell me, what other sins do you believe I have?
Everything I tell him, he's just going to say the same shit, right? All right, let's go debt
You
bondage.
speak of the moneylender. How is that inconsistent with the rule?
He wouldn't want to be trapped in a 30-year labor contract because
And he
of a
would
loan.
never have signed a contract pledging his labor for 30 years. All he did was enforce the terms of a contract signed voluntarily by others.
That's fair. The whole concept of debt bondage, like slavery, is unethical. It's illegal under international law where I'm from.
Ignoring your irritating sense of moral superiority, this is interesting. I'm curious, how do people escape poverty where you're from?
It's customary to take out a loan to buy a house, and in some places to pay for an
I
education.
see. And how long might it take such a person to repay their debt?
Yeah, see, it depends. Typically decades, sometimes their entire
I fail
life.
to see how your system of loans is
Yeah, he's gonna keep coming back no matter what I say.
A debt bondsman signing over his labor for 30 years.
It's not the same thing.
Supposing you're
Yeah,
right.
see, he's always gonna
my
say
law
this.
has been
I guess you want me to just turn you into
I
gold,
should
right?
Turn you all to gold immediately.
No.
Now tell me.
Okay, price gouging. He wouldn't want someone else to demand an outrageous price. Okay, so it's
disagree.
always gonna be the
Having
same
watched this movie,
question and answer.
That is-
Okay, yeah, we're gonna skip this next part. It's no wonder people say the gods are cruel. This just shows how unreliable and subjective your moral code is. You're no better at judging right from wrong than any
Do
human.
you honestly think you could do better?
No, but that's my point. Nobody's grasp of right or wrong is so perfect that they can be trusted with all this power. You've become a
I
tyrant.
should strike you down for that.
You probably should. And if you did, you'd be proving my point.
Now, did you have any other questions before your reckoning?
I gotta know everything from this man I possibly can. Oh, apparently that's all I got. Okay, so now the question is, should I just say that's all the questions I have and let him give me my reckoning? Or should I go back and make some different decisions? Yeah,
That is
I'm very
more than
curious.
your-
I'm very curious about the whole, you know
No,
I'm right.
this-
I'm right and you know it.
Then your desire to be right outweighs your desire to survive. You will make a fine statue.
Yeah, enough talking, I'm gonna end this.
Do you really think you can wound me, a god, with that primitive weapon?
Break your chamber, seize. You may be immortal, but your beloved isn't. Ooh, so threaten his girl? Yeah,
How
I think
dare
so.
you threaten her? This ends now. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, give it to me. I got a crown, bitch. Can I attack back? Nope, don't think so. Okay, so I got a crown. That's good. Follow Sitnus back to the shrine. Okay, this is gonna be a long ass run. So bear with me a second, all right? Sorry, y'all, just gonna just do a little jumpy poo. Yep, don't mind me. Just parkour in this bitch. What I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna run back. Oh, God. Haha, dodged, motherfucker. And now I'm frozen in space and time while this shit loads. Oh, she got me. Damn it, that was fucking lame. All right, that was lame. That was not cool. I should have saved, by the way, before I went in there. Hopefully it auto-saved. All right, well, that was a lot. That was a lot. And I'm so sorry if you're not a story person, but there was just so much info in there that I had to throw in there. All right, let's try this again. Hello, yes, hello. Hello, Mr. Earth. Hello, Hades, or whoever you want to be called. Persephone, Karen, nice to meet you. All right, so now I'm just gonna say that's all the questions I had and see what happens.
now
What's wrong? Tell
It
me.
has long been within my power to see into the hearts of mortals and weigh their deeds in life. But when I peer into you, I see only a blank slate, as if you did not exist until you appeared in this city. How is this possible?
Interesting. I have no idea.
Where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you. How did you come here?
Maybe you're getting forgetful in your old age.
You would have us believe that my servant merely forgot bringing you here.
Yes.
That sounds improbable to me. Charon, does this mortal speak the truth? Or should I strike him down where he stands?
Perhaps. waters of the River Lathe are known to have that effect.
I will take you at your word. But
Nice.
as long as your past remains shrouded in mystery, it seems I must put your reckoning on hold.
Hell yeah.
But answer this. Why have you come here? What is it you seek?
I'd like you to put an end to the golden rule.
Your hubris is amusing, so I will allow you to make your case.
The golden rule is corrupting the city and ensuring you will never win the
How
wager.
so? And be specific. You have made a grave allegation, and I expect you to back it up.
Dacius is price gouging for life-saving medicine because he knows nobody can take
True.
it by force.
I have witnessed him doing that.
Rufius has become so paranoid that he's jumping at shadows, like Virgil's
He is
sexuality.
a volatile and confused fellow, that one.
And Malleus has trapped people in debt bondage by convincing them that rebellion would break your law.
His cruelty does seem to grow greater by the day.
That's all the examples I
Pathetic.
got.
You will need to do a lot better
What?
than that.
Really? I feel like those were like 3 solid arguments. How can you expect us to live without sin if you can't
That
do
is
it
a
yourself?
very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed? What evidence do you have to support it?
Didn't you abduct Persephone and imprison her here?
I am well aware of the story told by the Greeks and Romans of my so-called abduction. It is entirely unfair. My love was dying, and I intervened the only way I could to save her life. What would you have done?
But didn't she choose
It
to
was
die?
an act of rebellion against the others. She knew I would have to act to save her, and I did because I loved her. I love her still. Accordingly, I reject your argument.
That's fucked. You trap people in a city against their will.
These people were all dead when my servant found them. I gave them a second chance at life. Would you prefer to have simply ceased to exist?
Maybe? No, okay, fair point.
Accordingly, I reject
Yeah,
your argument.
okay, that's fair. You've given terrible punishments to hundreds of people, some for minor sins and some who committed no sins at all.
Every one of those people was guilty of failing to ensure their peers lived virtuously. They failed collectively, and so they were punished collectively. The Romans understand this, as did the Greeks before them.
Where I'm from, collective punishment is considered one of the most egregious crimes there is.
How unfortunate that we are not where you are from.
If our positions were reversed, however, you wouldn't want me to punish you for the sins of other people, now would you?
But I am a god, and you are a mortal.
So?
Why would you expect me to
You don't
treat
know
you
that.
as I treat my own kind? You are not a peer. You are not a respected equal. Let me ask you this. Do you treat insects as you wish to be treated? Do you care for their well-being as you would your fellow man? Do you ensure they have food and shelter and protection from predators? Do you give them rights?
Yes, I do.
I warned you not to lie.
Damn it.
You will make a fine
Shit.
statue.
I'm just gonna shoot him, see what happens. Seize my crown. Let's find out, shall we?
Pathetic.
Yep. Sorry, honey. Didn't mean to do that. He kind of forced me. Yeah, he is not, okay, sorry. I gotta run, and hopefully I don't die this time just because I get frozen from the loading screen. That's not cool. Maybe I should save on my run out. Oh, God. No. Nope. Don't want to be here. That could have been very bad. Just keep jumping. Just keep jumping. I don't think I've gotten hit once. I say that, and now I'm gonna get hit 100 fucking times. Watch. Haha, psych. Just keep running. Just keep running. Nope. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nope. Not happening. Not today. Come on. Oh, you son of a... It won't let me use the fucking zip line? It's not cool. Just keep jumping. Just keep jumping. You got this. I gotta keep this crown. Keep the crown. This is gonna be tough because there's a lot of Furies over here. Come on. Come on. Yes. Give it to me. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Now we got the crown, and now we can finally end this tyranny. Main goal complete. Run. Okay. Let's get this over and done with.
All right.
Yeah, fuck all those guys. Everything's been done. I don't even care. Now, I'm curious if I would have pulled the wooden bow as opposed to the golden bow, if that would have not broke Persephone's glass casing. No offense to you, but I do not want to talk. Okay. Curious what happens if you speak the wrong name. Kind of don't want to find out now. Maybe later, but just so close. I want to get it over and done with. You know what I mean? Also, can we acknowledge how I'm so fucking genius of figuring out that pattern the very first time? It's crazy. See this? It's Persephone's crown.
I would recognize that anywhere. And yet my beloved still wears hers. What is this? How did you come by it?
I took it from her after I killed her in another timeline.
You vile, despicable creature. Why would you do such a thing? And worse still, boast about it.
I didn't want to kill her, but if you don't put an end to the golden rule, I will do it again.
You have put me in an impossible position.
Good.
If I refuse,
I like
you
it.
will murder her.
Yes.
And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium humiliated and alone.
Well, what's it gonna
I
be?
do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I have witnessed in 3,000 years.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
And now you have shown me your species' true colors. And I see that Proserpina was a fool to have ever believed in you at all. This has gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this form, of her, of all of you.
Nice.
But know this, if I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend.
That's fine with me. Let's get this over with,
Best
baby.
pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
Oh, I'm sure they won't. Hell yeah, and just like that, we vanish into thin nothingness. We go back to the place that once started this journey. Oh, look! It's Monsieur Alworth.
Oh. Hi there.
Hey!
Gave me a bit of a fright.
Oh, yeah?
Thought I was in here alone.
You were.
I'm Al.
I'm unguided. I came in here to find you, Alworth.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I said, I'm unguided.
Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me?
Yes,
I guess
she
I
did,
lost
actually.
track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. One day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared, said barely a word, and entered the temple of the mysterious god, this one here, and demanded an audience. Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook, and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him, and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
These Romans are crazy.
I don't know, it reads like an earnest account to me. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
I'm right behind you, buddy. Oh, I don't even get to run out of here on my own? Damn, that sucks. Can I go back? No. Dang it. Okay. Nice. Back to our own time. Man, I miss this area. I miss the fresh air, the flowing water into the natural world. Ah, God, it's so beautiful. Happy that it's daytime. When I came here, it was night. That's crazy. Oh, hey, miss.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
That is not what that means. I found him. He will be here soon.
What a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
I discovered you're not who you said you were. I remembered meeting you 2,000 years ago.
I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have
I
questions.
like your eyes. Your eyes are very beautiful. Who are you,
You
really?
can just call me Charon, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
What truth is that, may I ask?
That you died, of course.
Oh yeah, I figured that
You
out
were
real
dead
fast.
when I brought you here.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask
not me.
yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Yes, I want to know all the brutal details.
As you wish. You were murdered.
Damn it,
You
by
were
whom?
falsely accused of a terrible crime, and fled into the wild to evade your accusers. On your final night, you were offered sanctuary in the cottage of a stranger who gave you food and money, including, by accident, a coin of ancient origin.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, you were apprehended and attacked by authorities. Your host leapt to your aid. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin
Interesting.
called Charon's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
That's why you thought we knew each other. Oh man, I knew killing King Eodric was gonna get me into trouble. Dang it. Can you return us to the land
I
of the
see
living?
no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now.
Yeah, I
Ow.
can do that.
It's so
No
good
problem.
to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Ha!
Sounds good to me.
I see what you
And
did
you?
there.
Are you ready to go home?
Yeah. Alright, Karen. Ferry us home. 1 year later. Oh, look at this. This looks oddly familiar. The architecture.
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again. I read about your trial in the news. Congratulations on your acquittal. Still, I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet. And I found something strange.
Oh, really?
Sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you. I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Interesting. I wonder what it might be. Maybe a monument to the Savior. Or maybe to Galerius? What the fuck?
Here. Remember me?
Yeah, of course. Galerius, what are you doing here,
Crazy
bud?
story. After you disappeared, Charon appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life.
Okay. Alright, I gotta know. You're with Aquita now, right?
I
Aquita.
can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged
Nice.
and living together.
Good
We're planning
shit.
to get married next spring. If you're going to be around, we'd love to see you there.
I would love to be there, pal. It was good to see you
Of
again,
course,
Galerius.
there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you. So you'd better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Oh, God. Okay, everyone's gonna frickin' be here now? Oh, you Dooley. Oh, God, it's like a reunion I didn't know was gonna happen. Potentially a reunion I didn't want. Oh, God. Alright, well... I'm interested in talking to all of you. I swear I am. But I don't think the audience is, okay? So, let me do my outro and I'll be right with y'all, okay? Alright, everybody, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed this game for, you know, what it was. It's not the most exciting, action-packed game in the world, but it did have a lot of different genres, I guess you could say, in this game. The puzzles, the horror, the story, the little bit of action that there was. Very, very cool game. I'm gonna keep playing it because there's obviously a lot of achievements that I have not unlocked yet. So I'm gonna have to play through this game quite a few times in order to 100% the achievements. But I mean, the fact that I'm gonna even play through it again to do that says something, right? Like, it says a good thing. I think I would rate this game a 7, even with all the story and all the sitting around, not actually playing, just listening and conversing. I would give this game probably a 7. This game was really fun. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was a very interesting storyline. Once again, The Forgotten City. Play it. If this is your kind of game, go play it. Choose your own path. Say your own words. And make your own story. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like if you liked this game. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see me play next, and I'll get to it. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces! All right, I have a feeling that we're actually going to see a clip for the ending. Is this Al?
There you are.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that.
I did enjoy
there's one more
by the way.
person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Jesus
Sorry if I frightened
Christ, lady.
Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time.
I recognize that voice.
Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me.
You're welcome.
I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
Next time, maybe just don't scare the shit out of me when you want to meet me, because we all know this is probably going to happen again.
Do you remember all those golden statues scattered throughout the city?
Yeah, of course. I only got shot at by them 1,000 times.
Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend.
Oh my
Of all
God.
the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned,
I released all of them?
none came close to achieving what you did.
Holy
Hercules,
shit.
Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
Nice. Hell yeah. And we're going to end with that. Ending 4-4, baby. And this is where I should have done my goodbye. God damn it. I knew it was too good to be true, but it's okay. Until the next time. Doses!